Spoilers for Luca. Luca was a good movie. I really liked Luca. Way more than other people did, probably. I think we all agreed that it was a good movie. Just, didn't feel like Pixar and Disney. Oh boy, you really botched it by not putting it in theaters. But that's more because it spoke to me on a personal level, which I think is a pretty good excuse for liking a movie more than others might. I was interested in this project for a while because when they first announced it, I was honestly like, oh, cool. Seems like something simple, cute, art looks good. And then I scrolled away from my Twitter feed. But then the teaser trailer was released. And oh boy, I was into it. I thought it looked cool and great, and I was hooked. But then... okay. Oh boy. Alright. It's been 11 years since H2O ended, and I still haven't let go. When the official trailer was released, I made an attempt to make a video on my thoughts and some predictions, and looking back on the script, I got some things right, and I got some things, so wrong. We need to talk about what I thought of this movie, starting with the bad stuff. Word of warning, this is my opinion, and there are a lot of garbage that I think is good. So take my opinions with, not with a grain of salt, with a pound of salt. Okay, to the review.
My life sucks! And my life sucks in particular. Life sucks!
So this isn't something I really hate, I know. Great way to start off the bad stuff list. But we need to talk about the villain, Ercole. I'm going to come right out and say it because even though others have said it first, I thought it while watching the movie too, okay? It counts. He is totally an early 20s or older teen or hell, even mid-40s, you don't know what this character, version of Chef Skinner from Ratatouille. The timing, the facial features, it all adds up. That is my personal headcanon, and we all know that it's right. Anyway, this character is really dumb. He's simple, along with the story. It's not a bad thing, really, but I thought it was a little weird how he goes on from, school bully who, honestly is nothing better to do than antagonizing children even though he's going off to college, to full-on psycho on a dime. But, again, maybe the alley scene might just be the good transition between his character. I don't know, I was kind of distracted the whole time about how Alberto was just protecting his boyfriend, Luca. I don't know. This guy is kind of forgettable, but I'm okay with him existing. Mainly because the voice actor is just so good with the character that I'm willing to overlook the bad stuff. He's fine. The pacing in this movie is also a bit weird, too. It's a little fast, which most of the time movies are criticized for having too slow of a pace. But with this movie, you don't really get to suck up the good stuff because it has to fit under a runtime. Even on my first blind viewing, I was surprised how fast they jumped into the whole land thing. Sure, they ended up fleshing out a little bit by having him at least go back home before he goes back and goes on land for the first time. And the movie falls between fleshing out Alberto's jealousy and also kind of rushing through it, if that makes any sense. This movie definitely has some weird pacing issues, but, it's fine. One thing that I would really love to see more is the underwater world. It was so amazingly created and animated, and it could have been so much more done with it. And I really liked the Italian town. I thought it was really well designed, and I liked that we got to spend a lot of time in it. But the underwater world is supposed to be a big point of the movie as well, because there's literally sea monsters. I kind of wish we could have seen a little more of it. It's like if you went back to The Little Mermaid, and instead of having, multiple musical numbers and seeing the beautiful underwater world and the way that it was designed and the mer people function, you only got, 10 minutes of it, and then Ariel spent the rest of the time on land simping for Prince Eric. I feel like we could have had a little more time in the underwater world. Okay, another problem that I have is the ending. Again, spoilers. But how come the town didn't want to kill Alberto and Luca? I think it just baffles me that this town has anti-sea monster propaganda for hundreds of years, to the point where they have statues and tiles built out of them, hundreds of boats broken, probably people still lost at sea, all turned over because some two bros chilling in the sea, 5 feet apart because they're not gay, helped a girl up. And Julia's dad is all like, oh, chill everyone, it's cool. So everyone else is like, okay then, we're cool. This has a more unbelievable, yeah, we're cool moment since Shark Tale. I don't know if you can tell, but Shea Frillo's production has been getting me through quarantine. That's my huge problem, to the point that I verbally yelled BS while watching this movie for the first time, and I got some glares from my family. It was a fun night. Okay, and finally, I can't do this without mentioning the obvious connection between Luca and Alberto. I know you all know what I'm talking about. I know you've seen the memes. I'm usually a very oblivious character, to the point that with my first time watching this, even though I was aggressively studying everything and writing notes, I didn't notice the connection at all. Only on my rewatch that very night did I notice it. And oh boy, now it's the only thing I can see. Why am I so blind? I don't know. I love the idea of Luke and Alberto getting together, if it weren't for the fact that they're underaged. And it's really cool when you have those little moments, like when Julia yells at them and they hug each other out of fear, and then they say, oh, you're so cute, and then you say, no, you're so cute, stop it. I can still joke saying that Alberto is jealous, and that he might lose his BF to the heteros, but why is this in the bad part? Because even if it actually was a gay relationship, and not just me and the fan base misreading it, Disney would come in, like they probably did, wag their little fingers saying, no, we cannot have a gay couple in our movie, we would lose our money. Buy our Mickey rainbow ears! We're so progressive! Wow, Disney, you really made me want to buy more dolls. Thank you. Keep this brief, because if I really got into why this movie touched me in a way that I haven't seen in a while, we would be here for 40 minutes and this would be a different video. And I don't want to have to edit that. Maybe some other time, if I can actually get some editors and have a fighting chance of making that video on a deadline, I would probably do it. But for now, I'm just going to say what I liked about it. One thing with Pixar is that every single movie that comes, almost every time, the animation is better than the previous one. Now, in my opinion, Luca knocks it out of the park. I mean, look at this! Have you seen this town? It's filled with vibrant colors. The food looks actually edible, and it's honestly making me really hungry. The sea monster design is unique. The skin looks like the animators found a way to put skin in a movie. That's way creepier now that I'm saying it out loud. But this is what heaven looks like. Heaven filled with bottomless pasta and ice cream and... just bravo to anyone who made a single frame in this movie, because you did your part and it looks great. I am just gushing over the raindrops on the leaves, the character design, the underwater world, and I'm just looking at this and I'm thinking to myself, this studio made Cars too, but sometimes great animation can't cover up for a bad story. So, how is the story? Well, I'm happy to tell you that the story is amazing too. Kinda. It is a good story, however, it's a very simple story. There is no giant stakes at here, there's no huge and life-changing moments. There are still a few moments that tug at your heartstrings, though. Okay. A lot of YouTubers, including myself, have noticed that Pixar has made a reputation of making films that will change your perspective on life. Soul made me fall into an existential crisis. The Incredibles made me cry over the relationships in my family. Inside Out is one of my favorite movies because it's just so beautiful, and I cry during every scene, and Bing Bong, I miss you. Sorry if you haven't seen Inside Out and I just spoiled that for you, but the movie's 8 years old, so I think I'm okay. Most of the time, a simple story can lose some audiences. Luca, however, does not do that. The crew on this movie intentionally wanted it to be simple. It's nice to look back to when you were a bright-eyed kid who just wanted to explore the world. Alright, this kid, that's exactly what he wants to do. He wants to explore space. He wants to learn. This kid just wants a father figure who accepts and loves him. This kid just wants some friends and to not be thought of as a weirdo. I think all of us can think of a time where we felt like an underdog. And it's good to look back to see that we usually found what we're looking for. And I really like that movie for showing this message. And because I feel like a lot of people these days need that message, you know? Also, as an added bonus for you guys, and more stuff for me to edit, I decided that I'm going to put some characters that I like. Luca, Alberto, Julia. Seriously though, Julia's a queen and an ally. I love her so much. She is definitely my favorite character in this entire movie. Massimo, Jim Gaffigan Fish. Maya Rudolph plays the animated mom fish. Lesbian grandma fish. This cat.
That's the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Come back there.
These fish. These grannies. Who, like, are you honestly telling me these two weren't together this entire time? And Uncle Lugo. Yes, I enjoyed him. I thought the way his skin was animated see-through, see-through, was really well animated. Sacha Baron Cohen is always welcome at my tea party. So, I enjoyed this movie. I thought it was simple, but that's what makes it great. It's really just about two gay Italian fish boys trying to win a Vespa. And I love it. The animation is expressive, and its characters, most of the time at least, are great. I probably like this movie more than others, just because of how the characters interact with each other, and when I like to write my characters, I like to use this technique. I just had a lot of fun with this movie, and I loved almost everything about it. I didn't get to mention this in the video, but I especially liked that it was clearly inspired by Studio Ghibli. And along with the credits, I would have really liked to have seen what this movie would have been like in 2D. But with what we got, I'm okay with it. I haven't seen Vivo or Encanto yet, and I really did think that The Mitchells vs. the Machines and Wish Dragon, yes, I have seen it, was good. But I think so far Luca is my favorite 2021 film, at least, animated-wise. So, I'm here to give this movie my official rating of an 8 out of 10. I would recommend. 8.5 out of 10 just because the food is making me so hungry. Hello everyone, Mollusk here, and I am here with another end card that I am currently recording at 11:45 at night. So, yeah, improv is not my strong suit, but I'm just going to be talking about a few things on this channel. So, first off, I'm aware how long it's been since I've technically made a video. Honestly, that's completely my fault. I'm very sorry, just life gets caught up with everything. I've got some good news, gotten some bad news, but, you know, it's not really that important. What is important, though, is I'm here with a video, and I am here to make more videos in the future. I promise you, we're not going to have another gap like this, okay? Alright. So, I also have a few things planned, one of which, I really think you guys will like, you know, hopefully, but I know I took a very long time to take a break, but I'm back now, and, I hope you like the content that I have coming out soon. So, anyway, it's just really late, and I want to go to bed, so I am going to be thanking you for clicking this video and listening to me just ramble about a movie that I really like that honestly came out like 3 weeks ago. Make sure to like, subscribe, and, you know, comment. Just, you know, I honestly like looking at the comments that you guys put. If you suggest a movie, I will most of the time do it if I, you know, can do it full confidently that I won't get copyright claimed. So anyways, I'm gonna go to bed now, and stay safe, super fans.
This right here is my favorite thing ever in the history of forever. I think about this every day. I think about this all night long. I stay awake, not sleeping, because I'm thinking about this.